Hi guys, welcome back to Pt2 Autos and a new video, or next episode on the Fiat 500 diesel. That's the non-starter. It's a bit cold and blustery today, so we're in garage. So I'll just flip you around, give an explanation of what we're going to do. So from the last video, you'll know that I took the battery tray off. I've just given that a coat of Hammerite just to help it along, because they do tend to suffer from rust, and it's one of them areas that, you know, if left can just get worse and perish. So I've got another earth strap. I wanted black, but red is all they got, so you know, that'll do. And what it is you've got this is your battery negative battery line, and that goes down to here, that bolt there, and the current earth strap attaches to that. So you have to undo that bolt, and then the other end of the earth strap attaches underneath this slave cylinder. So give a bit of penetration fluid on it, let that do its magic for a bit. You have to undo the bolts on the slave cylinder to move that out of the way so you can get to the bolt for the other end of the earth strap. So I'll do that, and then obviously don't think that's going to cure the non-starting issue, but I'm just going to do it anyway because it's a common fault on them. And then obviously the only other thing is we've got all this crap that sits in here. Now if we end up taking injectors off for whatever reason, when we're doing checks trying to get it started, it's not going to be good to have all this crap sat in here and go down board or anything. So we'll clean all as best we can, and just obviously clean all the crap up from here as well. And yeah, I'm not going to time lapse it or anything like that. It's, you don't want to see me hoovering up and doing that, so I'll cut back in once it's done. Right, I've cleaned all that out. I don't believe it, but there were tons more underneath all this up here. It was slightly loose, pulled it, tons of this, then all that debris just fell down. So, but I've got the majority off, that's the main thing. When we clean it, if we clean it, depending on how starting goes, jet wash will get all that out. So I've just got this to sort out next, so I'll just rough it all up with a little bit of a screwdriver to get as much out into daylight as possible, and then crack on. And as if by magic, all the crap was in there. There's loads of sand in here for some reason. Hope that's not got any contributing factor towards why it's not starting, but yeah, 99.9% of the crap is out of there now. Hoover went cutting it, so I got arrows out with blower on it and blew the majority of it out. But as you can see, the crap that was once there is no longer. So that's that bit sorted. On to trying to do that now. Right, just a bit of an update. Everything regards to the battery trays back on. We haven't done the ground wire for the simple reason is because it's a diesel, you have to sort of remove the slave cylinder out of the way to get to the bolt that holds the other end of the earth strap. Now to take that bolt off, you've got to take one of these pipes off. This pipe that attaches to here, you have to take that off. And obviously we want to try and diagnose it, and we didn't want to be taking too much apart. We wanted to have a battery in so we could put power to it to check it. Now, we put before we did anything that I'm going to show you next, we put that battery back on. We turned it, and this time it cranked, but obviously did not start, and it cranked, and it kind of, as though the battery was dying, but it kind of stopped. So we cut that, and then we're going to start next by taking the glow plugs out and then taking these out. Now we've taken the glow plugs out. Now, the way I'm probably got this wrong, but I'm doing this as number 1, 2, 3, 4. So we managed to get 1, 2 and 4 out. Number 3 is still in. It's proving quite difficult. So this is 1, 2, 3. Now if you look at 1, 2 and 4, sorry. That one, which is number 1, it's not too bad. You look at that one, number 4, not too bad. But if you look at number 3, the tip on that is foobar. So, we've no idea why. We also dropped the oil. Now, bearing in mind this is a 1.2 engine. We've checked and it should be around 2.83 litres of oil to put in here. And all this is what we drained out. So we drained this out. Now I've got 2 empty cartons here. And in a minute I'm going to fill them and see how much actually came out. But we put the right amount back in. So obviously we've still got these. Now we've cracked, we're starting to take these off, but obviously like anything else, they're proving very difficult to get out. So we've taken the high pressure fuel rails off these 2 as well as this one because it's held on by this this here. Oh, I don't know what you call it. Dave's not here, so I can't tell you. But that holds them on, so we've cracked that, and then obviously we've got to try and pull these out and see what state this is in. Dave is still leaning towards DPF, but obviously after that one, we just want to make sure we want to get that out. I want to stick an endoscope down it and see what the what inside's like. See if we can see anything, when there's any damage in there or not. So that's where we're at. It's very slow because obviously the 127,000 miles, everything's a little bit harder to get out. So as I said, we these 3 glow plugs to take out, and obviously you have to be very careful because if you're not and you snap them in, that's it, head's coming off everything to get it out. So we want to try and be as cautious as possible, penetrating fluid down there, you know, letting that sink overnight and stuff like that. So all good. But yeah, that's where we're at. So let's empty this in, see how much came out. Right then, oil removed from this car. How much you reckon? Well, that's full, so that's 5. So there's about 2.5 in that. Bearing in mind I probably dropped about half on floor, emptying it. So out of this engine, which is only supposed to hold 2.8 to 3 litres of oil, took about 7.5, 8 litres out. Why it's got that much in, I'll never know, but that's just scary. So yeah, let's crack on, see how we get. Right, update on this, the glow plug snapped, almost out as well, and it snapped and gave up the ghost. So be a bit more content for you because we're going to have to take all this apart now to deal with that. Right, let's crack on. What's next? Right, so as we've just seen, glow plug gave up the ghost and has snapped. So, well, we've got to get injectors out, so we're just stripping bits off because at some point we're going to have to do a lot more stripping on this. So we're just taking bits off. You're all probably sat there looking, saying, no, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that, but we've never done this before, so we're just trying to move things out of way in preparation. Yeah, we'll I think there's going to be a few more episodes on this one. So it started out as a potential quick fix, is now going a bit deeper. So I think what we'll do, we'll end this video here. Need to get a tool, I think, to get them injectors out, so we'll end this one. So yeah, continue as we, well, follow us as we continue this. Let's just strip down and rebuild now, isn't it? So yeah, subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you in the next one.